Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lounge at the End of the Universe. I'm Matt Bragg. This is part of the quarantine sessions. We had some problems watching. Tim Pakuka, if you're watching, could you actually tell me if you can hear me to make sure that we are all on the same page?
Perfect. Also, big hello to Janice Bragg Andrus.
No, I forgot to introduce.
Also, Rob Bono. Yeah, it's fine. I'm used to that. 20 years of friendship.
I was trying to get to it.
I was sitting here.
I'm still being technologically stupid.
Thanks for tuning in to listen to us bicker like an old married couple.
Okay, my phone is playing that now. All right.
You got to mute your phone.
Yeah, I know. Okay, all right. This is Jen Adams, one of my dear friends. I have never done stand-up comedy before at a desk. I have handed her a grip of notes, so I don't know how this is going to go. I've never done this before. So
they're in no particular order,
yes.
So this is going to be real interesting. But yeah, stand-up usually requires a live audience, and while you are out there
Adams,
not having the feedback of the laughter, it's kind of a weird thing. So Matt decided to pull me into his wacky little rodeo here.
Yeah, never done that
so yeah, we're gonna do a little more interview style. If you have any questions later on, we'll be doing a little Q&A with Maddie, so if there are any things that you have always wanted to know.
Whoa. Real quick. My family is watching this, so
definitely ask some good questions.
Let's not ask anything too much. I have my parents are watching this at home, so let's please not don't put anything in the feed. I don't know. Oh, my cousin Ruth Ann's watching. We're in trouble now. We're already in trouble. My family is watching this. It's not going to go well.
So definitely, which is why it's going to go amazingly.
Right.
Because going not well is basically everybody's entertainment.
It's really our forte. It's our currency.
Cool. All right. Well, welcome to Maddie's virtual show.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about you, Jen?
Oh, gosh.
Give them some of your credits real quick so they kind of know who's talking.
Some of my credits. That's hilarious. Well, I have a currently shut down business that we're broadcasting from called The Lounge at the End of the Universe. It's been open for under a year, and now we're having a grand closing for now. Did stand up for 20 years. That's how Maddie and I know each other. And then before that, I was a magician for a living. Here,
legit.
Ready? Check it out.
Oh, she taught me that one too. I know how to do it.
Amazing. Anyway, if you did not check the feed, this show is not family friendly until 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we're going to go back to music. For now, it's just...
Oh, yeah, there's going to be swearing. We're going to try to keep it down to some... What? Oh, she taught me that one too. I know how to do it.
Amazing. Anyway, if you did not check the feed,
this
show is not family friendly until 8 o'clock.
Ooh,
that could be it. All right.
So we're in the... so there's a technical issue happening. You guys can actually hear what's going on, so...
Oh, all right. We're having some technical issues, you guys. So we're gonna work on all that. Bad feedback is what we've heard.
Okay.
Sounds like there's 50 of us.
Bad feedback.
That's my husband who said that. That's his worst nightmare. 50 of me.
Technical issue. My whole life has been nothing but bad
feedback. All right. We're having some technical
now
issues.
we're in quarantine.
We're gonna work on all that.
In Boise.
Bad feedback is what we've heard.
All right. So do we just keep talking until you guys thumbs up us?
Until y'all get it figured out. Maybe it's because we're just not close enough to them. And also because we're both a couple of loudmouths.
Yeah, that's true too.
We're having some technical
now we're in quarantine.
Work on all that.
In Boise.
Bad feedback is what we've heard.
All right, so we just keep talking until you guys thumbs up us?
Until y'all get it figured out. Maybe it's because we're just not close enough to them. And also because we're both a couple of loudmouths. You become famous from this. When people meet you, they'll be like, oh, you're so much better looking in person.
In Boise.
You just have to walk around with that side forward.
All right, so we just keep talking until you guys thumbs up us?
Until y'all get it figured out. Maybe it's because we're just not close enough to them. This is the first time we've ever. Also because we're both a couple of loudmouths. You become famous from this. When people meet you, they'll be like, oh, you're so much better looking in person.
Yep. In Boise.
So we are working
on it. All right, so we just keep talking until you guys thumbs up us?
Until y'all get it figured out. Maybe it's because we're just not close enough, guys. This is the first time we've ever. Also because we're both a couple of loudmouths. Nice. Matt has decided with his spare time that he's going to put on extra hand sanitizer. So that's good. Until y'all get it figured out. Maybe it's because we're just not.
Are we good? All right. Can you guys hear us now? Tim?
All right. I think we might be okay.
Tim
Are we okay?
Tim is
Jen's my husband's at home for quality control. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, thank you guys for turning out tonight. If you guys are buying tickets, we very much appreciate it. Just so you guys know, as bartenders here at the Lounge of the Universe, any money that you guys spend on tickets tonight, we're dividing up between like the four of us just to kind of cut everybody a little bit of a break. And everyone's pregnant with twins, just so you know. Don't feel bad about it, including Colin, who would be a big surprise to him at age 40. Anyway.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Yeah, that's
okay,
real nice.
well,
That's
great
real nice.
way to
That's
drop
real
the
nice.
baby bomb on
Yeah,
everybody.
perfect.
Welcome to the 87th annual Hunger Games. Ha 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 ha. All right. Let's see. What are we doing? So yeah, this is supposed to be about Maddie. So we're just gonna launch right into it, Maddie.
we can do whatever.
How I think I met you after you've been doing stand up for a couple of years.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you're a
we
couple
met at
years
the-
ahead of me.
Yeah, we met at the Comedy Store.
At the Comedy Store in La Jolla,
La
that's
Jolla.
right. But how did you get started in comedy?
Well, you want the real answer or the joke answer? Well, I'll give you the both. And if you've been around comics as you have, you know that we're a bunch of assholes. So basically,
So what you're saying is it just came naturally to you?
well, it did. Well, I mean, to be fair, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be taken seriously. I wanted to be a song and dance man, and then I fell in with a bad crowd.
I
That's
got you.
basically
So
what
you
has
wanted
happened.
to be taken seriously, so you
it
decided
became the
comedy
comic,
would
yes,
be the way to
because
do
that makes sense.
That's
doesn't it?
nice. Yeah. Well, and also I think most comics, it comes with a certain amount of being beaten down by people
Right.
early in life.
Right.
So I'm assuming that's probably part of how you
Oh
also
yeah,
got into
yeah,
comedy.
yeah. Lots of beatdowns. Lots of beatdowns. Lots and lots of beatdowns.
Cool.
Yeah.
Were you cool in school?
Was I cool in school? Very late in school. Very late in school to be cool. Yeah. This interview is going horribly. All right, let's just jump into material.
Well, I was just assuming you were going to talk about all the insults that people used to give you
the
when you were little.
insults. That's what you
all.
wanted to. Well, okay, yeah. Here's
I
the
was
thing.
trying to lead Matt into
I
one of his
know.
bits,
All right.
and he didn't do.
Sorry, I didn't
He's
catch
l-
it myself. I'm not used to doing. I'm used to being by myself. Self quarantine is my jam.
Okay, well I can make that happen for you. If
Well,
you
all
want.
right. So, no, come back. Don't leave. Do not fucking leave me. You bail out on this, I swear to God, the whole desk is gonna go up.
I'm like that security blanket of yours, but the one that you yell profanities at a lot and
Right,
slightly
right.
abuse. Yeah, but
Yeah.
but then when I'm gone, you're like, wait a minute.
Here's the thing. I think prior to all this, what's happening right now, I think we live in very politically correct times. We live in times where people have to constantly watch out for what they say. And I have a sense of humor, and I think a lot of people, and by the way, this show is not going to be necessarily politically correct, so just, strap in for that. But, I think you have to have a sense of humor about everything, and I have a sense of humor. I've been around comics for a long time. I know the difference between the word fag and the word fag. Those are like two totally different words. You know what I mean? Like, if someone says fag, that means you think I'm a second-class citizen. If someone goes, fag, that means I ate the last of the Cheetos, or I don't want to go to your fucking keg party, Todd. There's a difference,
Yeah, you've definitely been a fag a lot of
Right,
times.
right,
in our house,
right, right,
especially when
right.
it comes to them Cheetos.
Yes, I'll Bogart the Cheetos, girl. But I mean, people sling insults at me all the time that they think is okay, but I have a sense of humor about it. So, I was doing a show one time, and this guy, right after I walked off stage, he goes, Matt, I didn't know you were gay. You're so robust. And I was like, hey, douche canoe, I'm pretty sure you just called me fucking fat. That's not cool. Robust is how you describe a spaghetti sauce, or like an old Greek guy breaking a plate at a wedding. That's robust. This is just jiggly, these days.
You getting jiggly with it?
I am getting jiggly with it. And the hits keep coming. They come all the time, and I just kind of laugh them off, and I write them down, because this girl came up to me and she's like, "Oh my God, Matt, you're so funny. You remind me of my grandma." And I was like, what?
Well, you are very rapidly approaching old white lady status. So,
yeah, I get it. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm still like a 50-year-old man. Do I smell like mothballs and dementia? Fuck that. That's not okay, man,
Fair enough.
Now, this involved you, because one time we went to the Urban Outfitters, and if you don't know what Urban Outfitters, it's a clothier store for hipsters and millennials. And I realize
Does anybody not know what Urban Outfitters is?
Well, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, no, I guess that's probably true, because I don't know, 7 years ago, my mom, who lives in Manhattan, actually called me and she was like, we just got this great store here. It's called Target. Oh my God. And I was like, you're kidding me, right? Saks Fifth Avenue is not enough for you, right? Like, okay, Target.
We'll come back to Urban Outfitters. Side note, my mom came to visit me in California one time, and we were at Target, and she's like, this is not my Target. This is not my Target. It's probably not even how she really talks. I do the worst imitation of her. But I was like, Mom, it's a square. Just we'll figure it out. You know, it took like an hour, but we got through it. But anyway, you and I went to the Urban Outfitters. And like I say, it's for like 20-something millennial kids or whatever. And we walked in, and this is the best part. I should have known. This one, we walked 2 feet in the store. She looked around and went, fuck this, I got to go. And went in the car and listened to NPR. You know what I mean? I was like, woo, happy 85th.
I've accepted my age group already.
But not me. I plowed on. I went in, and I should have known after you went to the car to listen to NPR. I should have known. And then it happened. This 12-year-old asshole that works there came skipping up to me, and she said, excuse me, sir, which sir is like the worst. Sir, can I help you find something? And I thought I was being funny, and I said, oh, I would like you to find me something age appropriate. Right? Thinking I'm being funny.
No, you pretty much set the ball on the tee. That wasn't even a pitch. You were like, here it is, not even moving.
Yep.
Take a swing at that.
That little whore came back to me with a Madonna Like a Virgin concert t-shirt. I was like, I mean, it was on sale for $9.99. I bought it, but that doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, no, but still. Also, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I don't think sir is the worst. I think it would be...
Ma'am? If somebody called me ma'am, that would probably be a lot worse
I
for
get
me.
called sir all the time on phone calls because I have a pretty deep voice.
I call you sir
and then when
a
I'm
lot.
like, oh, this is Jen, they're like, oh, Jim. So I'm used to it already. No, I think it would be way worse if somebody was like, excuse me, shitheel, can I help you? Way worse than sir.
I don't know, sir. There's a certain point where sir is just not good. I was at Fred Meyer's, and I was walking up. I walked up and I put my stuff down on the conveyor belt, and the cashier looked at me, and she goes, "Long day," and I was like, "Shit, do I look that bad?" And she goes, "You look like you're done." I was like, "Fuck you, Tammy. You don't get to say that shit to me. That's fucked up." But then I literally realized I was actually literally buying a bottle of Chardonnay and a copy of Mean Girls. I was like, you got me. You got me, Tammy. You got me.
Yeah, and that's kind of a toss-up one. I do kind of have a rule, and I have said this to some of the cashiers that have been at Rite Aid and Walgreens, because there have been several occasions where I've gone in and I have been buying a bar of chocolate, some My Doll, and a box of tampons, and that motherfucker had the nerve to go, how you doing today? Probably don't ask me that question if I have those items up ready to check out. Maybe just a quick nod like, okay, and then we keep going. Don't ask how I'm doing, because probably on the verge of homicidal rage.
Yeah, usually when you have those things, I just throw them at you and run in the opposite direction because I'm not stupid.
Although he's a really wonderful friend, okay? Here's the thing you don't know about Matt Bragg. Your mom isn't going to like this because it involves him stealing.
Nobody's going to like this.
No, I love it, okay?
I thought we've been
roommates.
rules.
Like, you didn't set any ground rules, bitch. Sorry.
I know, I didn't have time.
We've been roommates for a really long time, and both of us have been professional comedians for a long time, and professional comedian really just means broke-ass mofos.
Bitch.
Yeah. So one time we were both really super broke.
Hold on a second. Colin, did you get the vodka yet?
And he was such a good friend that he actually went out and shoplifted tampons for me.
I shoplifted tampons, which I like to bring that up on occasion when she really goes after me. I'm like, I shoplifted tampons for you. Come on.
Yeah. All I have to say is thank you for being a friend.
I know. Well, you know, I shoplifted tampons mostly because I know you needed them, and I thought it was funny. But here's the other thing about the tampons with her. When we lived together, she hid them everywhere, all over the house. And as a guy, I have no idea reason why. Good God, I can't talk right now. No reason to understand why you hid them where you hid them. They were on the back porch. They were in a drawer in the living room. The ones I found on top of the freezer are perplexing to me. Would you like to explain that?
Oh, no? On top of the freezer or in the freezer?
I don't remember them being in the freezer.
If they were in the freezer,
for the sake of the comedy story,
I would just say thank you, tequila, on that one, and we'll just call it good. On top of I don't know, maybe I was in the, you know what, you just never know when you're going to need one. So always good to just have one right there. That's all. Just never know.
The bathroom door was literally 2 feet away.
I don't know when I'm going to need to change it or stuff a bullet wound.
Are you changing them while you're in the refrigerator?
I think I'll just remain a mystery.
Yeah, this has gone off the tracks.
All right.
Speaking of other insults, this is another favorite one of mine, and this was like a few years ago, and it just made me laugh. But at the same point, it was one of those people that was really loud and yelled it across the room. And she asked me what what my birthday was, including the date and the year. And May 23rd, 1971. And across the room, she goes, "Oh my God, you're a Gemini pig!" And I was like, "Aiko, shut the fuck up. Why would you yell that across the room? That doesn't sound good. Nothing with the word pig attached to it sounds good. What are you?"
A tiger.
Tiger what, though?
A Scorpio tiger.
Scorpio tiger.
Yes.
See, that's badass. Gemini pig, not good. Nothing, like I'm a double-headed pig. My friend, same birthday as me, double-headed dragon. That's awesome. That's badass. What I have figured out, we did go through this. My friend Jinx is a Taurus horse, which sounds like a PTA lady.
That sounds like some bull horse to me.
Yeah. The worst one, though, we figured out. We actually went through all of them. We figured out the worst one you could possibly be, Cancer cock. Cancer cock is not good.
That's really, that's bad.
Cancer cock, not good.
That's bad.
Not
Cancer
good.
or anything is kind of bad.
No. All right. Where are we going next? Like you've one-page notes, and I wish we had an extra camera so you could see it and a kind of overhead to see how ridiculous
I might just go lift it. Yeah, there's like,
No,
it looks like you've been like Dear Manifesto like all day on there. It's a lot. All right, well, we got into how you got started in comedy. That's good.
Tech rehearsal would have been good. And not tech rehearsal with you guys, tech rehearsal with her and I. No, we're fine. I think, believe me, I'm going to start throwing things away after a while. I can't believe...
Did you just out the fact that you were actually turning 50?
Yeah.
Because you've been pretending to be 50 for like the last 5 years, haven't you?
Okay, here's the thing. Nobody believes you when you're 29, 39, or 49. So I decided when I was 39, I just jumped up to 40, and I was 40 for 2 years. So I turned 49 in a couple months. So I'm just going to be 50 for 2 years because nobody ever believes you, and who cares? I'm 50 and I can kick. Ow, fuck. Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know. This has gotten really entertaining for me.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm glad you're watching. My family has never seen me do stand-up comedy. I think my sister.
Well, and it's safe to say they still haven't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. My sister has seen me a couple of times. My mom was in San Diego. She was supposed to see me, but then that whole 9/11 thing happened. And then I think my Uncle Joel saw me in San Diego too. But that's it. Nobody else. So now this is like this whole 20-something years of walking the walk, and I'm not talking the talk right now. But
maybe I need to leave for a minute, and then you can just rant into some of your bits.
No. Look, here's the thing.
I got to go find out from Colin what happened with the vodka.
All right, you go get the vodka.
Okay.
I'll just
I'll
talk
be right
for a
back.
minute, but don't go for too long because I'm panicked, which is super fun to do on television. So anyway, I grew up in Ohio, and I do come, and I know a lot of my family is watching this, and I know a lot of my family is hoping to see who I'm actually going to go after tonight. But I'm going to take it easy on everybody. I come from a long line of tell it like it is people. My family is not anybody that minces words. We're not the soft spoken. You're never going to hear us as a DJ "Hi, I'm Delilah." We're not going to be those people, And my mom, and I get a lot of it from my mom, because my mom is she's a tell it like it is kind of gal. She always has been, and I kind of appreciate it about her. And they make me laugh because a few years ago I was at home, and this is the thing I will tell you about this about old ladies. Yeah, Mom, I said it. I know my cousin's like, what? Anyway, this is the thing you don't know about old ladies. What old ladies really like, and I found this out, is old ladies like them some Judge Judy. Y'all know you love some Judge Judy. Judge Judy is the preacher in our house. And I actually was home visiting a few years back, and I was downstairs with my dad, and I heard this whole kerfuffle going on. And I came into my mom's room, and I found her standing in front of the television in the middle of the afternoon, screaming at the TV, "Don't you talk to Judy like that!" Just cussing out this random lady on behalf of Judge Judy. Now, mind you, my mom, I love her. She's 153 years old. She's shrunken down to the size of a garden gnome. She's standing there screaming. She's got on her pink nightgown. She's got her white hair going up on end. She looks like the bride of Frankenberry. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in here? She starts yelling at me. Meanwhile, I go back. My dad has disappeared, cloaked in darkness, on the run from the crazy lady. So that's just kind of the way we do it, I am lost in my notes. There was something else I wanted to say about that. I'm trying to cut out stuff right now. Jen, where are you at, baby? We got some more stuff to talk about. I have lost track of my notes. See, normally in stand-up, I just do this, and I don't have... Oh, there you are. Oh, you're giving it to me in a coffee mug. How delightful.
Well, no, it's just mainly because, you know, things didn't work out the way we wanted them to, so I made everybody coffee. Yay!
Yay! Coffee.
How exciting.
Like coffee is...
Yes, the apocalypse gets more and more exciting
We spell
all the time.
coffee vodka. Anyway, so what else? You want to talk about the places I can't go? What's happening?
Nothing. Tim at home said, fuck it, we're doing it live.
Okay, good, good. All right, so anyway... I have discovered there's a lot of places I can't go, or that I shouldn't go. And one of them is the fact that the Lounge at the End of the Universe, as you know, is also serves as an art function. It is a arts collective. My art is to make fun of other people's art, so that makes you really popular in an art gallery. Because I've had some things, like I had this thing where, you know, I'm very sarcastic and I try to keep my mouth shut, but sometimes people show up and they have some art exhibit that they're doing, and people who are like into that kind of stuff get very serious, and it makes me want to make fun of them. And I have a problem with trying not to do it because, you know, this lady was looking at this piece of art. She's like, I think this is Obama's take on the Middle East. And I'm like, it's a snake with a rat on its head. And like my whole life, I'm like literally looking at it, I'm like, I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but it's a fucking snake with a rat on its head, which did not make me popular at this particular opening. So I had to leave. And other places I've had to leave, and you can actually talk about this. Places I know I shouldn't be at. Jen and I somehow or other accidentally ended up at Lesbian Poetry Night.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah, and I got myself into a grip of trouble.
I had a great time.
Yeah, there was an open mic that was happening, and then they had Lesbian Poetry Slam, and for some reason Jen had selected a set of seats that was the farthest away from the exit. And when they started in, I was like, okay, I could just sit here, I'll just, you know, I'll be chill. And then this lesbian started in with like, oh, tampon! And I fucking lost my shit, and then Jen almost had to fight people. Like,
I think every poetry thing you ever hear somehow in your head translates into
tampon.
Well, it just translates into David Alan Greer's imitation of Maya Angelou. Like that's always what comes out of your mouth. So every poetry thing for him isn't actual Maya Angelou. Right. It's fake Maya Angelou from In Living Color.
Right. Now so another art gallery thing that's happening here. Sometimes we have musicians in here. And I don't know what's been happening the last couple of weeks, but I literally, the last 2 months, I would say, every couple of days, I find some person singing on a corner or something, and everybody's like, I've been followed by Lisa Loeb from the 90s for like the last 2 weeks, and I want to make fun of it, but I can't, you know, because I'm trying not to be a dick about things all the time.
You're going to have to hold your breath, I think, in order to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, I'm basically going to have to die.
So you know how, like, and here's the thing, like, Matt, I love you, and you're kind of an asshole.
Totally. I own it, though.
Well, but I value my asshole friends, and I hope that a lot of you out there do as well.
That's why we're friends.
The assholes in your life that you love are important. They fulfill an important role in society, like saying the thing that nobody else in the room wants to say. Also pointing out when people are taking themselves too seriously, including myself, even though at the time I don't usually like to hear it. One of my favorite examples of that was we're also a special events center here, so we have a lot of private functions. Sorry, we once had a lot of private events here. Now we just have two crazy comedians ranting at nobody.
Yeah.
But we had a big Diwali party here, and that was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
all
sure
right.
Matt has a lot to say about that.
No, well, I mean, okay. So what happened at this? This wasn't the party that we had here. This was another party prior to this that we had went to, and Jen and I were both there, and I was kind of hanging out. And for some reason, now, could you explain what it is exactly? What they
so Diwali is a Hindu festival. It's a celebration festival of colors. So they put a lot of different beautiful, colorful things up. Everybody dresses to the nines, like in their most incredible saris. Beautiful, beautiful outfits.
It's like Indian, but it's kind of like a New Year's. It's celebrate the light over the dark. Celebrate good over evil. You know. All right. So we're at this event, and for some reason. And every one of these events I've ever been to that has to do with the Indian culture, these women show up just turned out in these beautiful saris and like everything's glittering. The men are handsome in these tunics. And for some reason, I don't understand every one of these events I've been to, there is a bunch of old white ladies that are completely out of context. And I don't understand why they're there. I've never bothered to ask because I'm afraid. Because I'm tell you what, okay, so here's my thing. There's always, what's the group pronoun for old white ladies? A scold. There's always a scold of old white ladies, an admonishment of old white ladies, right? And they're always like, turn the lights up, move this stuff around. I'm like, I don't even fucking work here, right? That's just a thing that happens. I have the resting Walmart general manager face. You know, people always ask me where shit is. I'm like, aisle 29. I don't know what the fuck store I'm in, you know? So anyway, these old ladies are just kind of being dicks, you know? And I'm like, all right, whatever, you know, and they're dressed in tunics and saris. And I'm like, seems like a cultural appropriation, but whatever. So I get bored very easily in these situations, so I started fucking with them. So every time they were playing a new song would come on. The songs were all in Indian. They were all in, God, I'm drawing a blank, Sanskrit, right? Is that the right one?
Well, or Hindi, yeah.
Hindi,
They were traditional Indian songs, and then also some nice remixes as well. They had an awesome DJ.
But they were all in a foreign language, so like every time one of these songs would come on, I'd go, "Oh, that's my jam!" Right? And they would like... They were like, you know, kind of getting mad at me. So every time a song would come on, and they're like, this old lady comes in, she goes, "Do you even know who this is?" I'm like, this is, and I rattled off some random name. I'm like, she's only the Reba McEntire of India, right? Which was such a douchebag move, you know.
It was so fun to watch the confusion on everybody's
face. And they were
face.
all confused, and then I got thrown out, and you know, I've been thrown out and fired from so many places. It doesn't really matter, but.
Yep. Yeah, I know. You need a punch card, actually, for a few of them.
Oh, God. Fired. The other place I can't go to, and you and I went to one of these, and we knew this was a mistake before we even went, was the Goddess Festival. I cannot go to the Goddess Festival. I have already been accused of toxic gay masculinity. I don't know what that even means. That's like a subtext. Okay. Like, I got too aggressive at an Oscar party. I don't know what happened.
So we have to put this in context, too, because while the two of us have been friends for a really long time, we've gotten along really well, we are very different in the fact that, okay, so I grew up in Manhattan. My dad started a yoga ashram back in the 60s. Like, I'm very familiar with a lot of white people dressing in saris and dreadlocking their hair and being like, yeah, man, right? So we go there and I'm just like, oh, this is like some ashram stuff. No big deal. This man, on the other hand, not at all comfortable with any of it. The smell of patchouli is making his eyes water.
Listen, okay, here's the thing. Patchouli is the gateway for some other bad shit. Patchouli is the stuff that they use to cover it up.
It's the gateway to socialism.
No. You know when you smell patchouli, something bad is coming. And then I have to say something, and I get in trouble because I'm like, you smell like Raisin Bran and feet, bitch. You're nasty, and you need Jesus, which is not anything you want to yell out at the Goddess Festival. Apparently, as I learned before I was kicked out. I also got kicked out of a lesbian march because they made me march in the back like Rosa Parks. And I was like, fuck this, I gotta go, you know? I'm a middle-aged white guy. I mean, is that not obvious at this point? My family is like, oh, we remember the sweet little boy. And they're like, we remember the little boy. Yeah,
right.
You know, that's how that's going down right now.
Right.
Where else can I go to? Vegan restaurants. Yeah, you tried that on me. You tried to fool me into that one. She ordered me something at a vegan restaurant, and I literally, when it came, I'm like, oh, is this whole plate of vomit for me?
Oh, come on.
How yummy.
I was vegetarian for a long time.
Boo.
I'm not anymore. All right.
Potatoes, Midwestern
anybody
boy.
who happens
Gross.
to be watching the feed right now, just give me a thumbs up if you actually like tofu. Okay.
My dad does. No, my dad one time.
I'm waiting for your dad to give me a
my
thumbs
dad.
up.
Oh, he doesn't know how to do that shit. No, he's probably like, they're probably going to call me directly and my phone's going to completely shut down.
Honestly, I don't have a single thumbs up. Apparently,
really,
it's
I
just
know.
Me.
Well, we have an entire 25 people watching right now. Thanks for the outreach, Facebook.
That's 25 more than what would normally be, which is just
this
us.
This is true. Doing this in the living room.
Yep.
Except for with knives and fire eating, because you're good at that. Anyway, what else do you have down there?
I don't know. It says white girls.
Oh, wait.
So all I have is a list of words that don't go with any other words.
Yeah, no, don't. Yeah. Okay, you can't say you're a comic. This is a thing as comics, as you know. We write our set lists and we name the babies. And sometimes if you look at the list, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I know exactly what it is when I read it. So you should know some of them. But the white girl thing. I don't know where we're going to start with that. Oh, all right. So here's the thing.
Well, I'm one, so I can relate.
Well, I know, and some of this is about you, but you'll have to figure out which part is.
You're so vain. You probably think this joke is about. Well, good. I'm
Yeah,
glad
all
to know
right.
it is.
You'll know.
Awesome.
We'll start out with the, people are always coming after me about the labels. We're all big about the labels right now. Don't label me. Don't label me. Look, here's the thing. Don't come after me if I don't know the correct pronouns for your gender fluid therapy cat. Look, I'm trying.
Is that a thing?
Yes, I'm 50. I'm trying to figure out he, she, they. I'm working. I'm trying. But, it's a therapy cat, and we'll talk about the therapy cat because that is some white girl shit right there. That is the most white girl things. But I do have a couple other things about white girls, and I love it. A friend of mine that I worked with, and this is like shit you can only hear from white girls, probably in Idaho, but maybe it translates across the 25 people in God knows where you're at.
Cuyahoga Falls, I'm guessing,
Falls,
is a lot
yes,
of them.
Cuyahoga Falls. My uncle will probably pipe up and go, just call it the Falls, because if you're gonna massacre it, like they're it's like
Is there a gang sign for that?
No.
Falls, yo.
No, but like in like in Boise, we live in Boise, not Boise, where people will correct you for that. So this is the whole thing. But anyway, this is some white girl shit. One of my coworkers, she was like 21. She's like, "Oh my God, we're gonna go out and get white girl wasted tomorrow. We're gonna have mimosas." And I was like, that's some real white girl shit right there, right? But here's what I love. A friend of mine, we were at a brunch. Go figure.
Speaking of white girl wasted.
Had confessed to me, hold on for this one, had confessed to me that she had got blackout drunk on White Claws at the Garth Brooks concert. I went, how dare you? How dare you insult the multi-talented Chris Gaines? That I was like,
wait a minute.
Right.
Let's just talk about the trifecta of what you just said, because I'm pretty sure that's like page 67 of the Necronomicon. To do those three things all at the same time.
Yeah, no, I'm like, you got white girl wasted on White Claw at Garth Brooks. I'm like, what happened next? Did you kick open a portal into a Joanne fucking Fabrics? Like, I was like waiting for Nancy Reagan to pop up. That is some white girl shit. Like, I can't even, like, I was like, just like, and the whole brunch, like every 5 minutes, I'm all like, you seriously got drunk at Garth Brooks and blacked out on White Claw? On White Claw.
That takes commitment, too, because those things are only 5%. So, I mean, I don't know if you were shotgunning them or dipping your tampon in it as well, just to get it from both. Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, yeah, I didn't shoplift.
That's how the young people are doing it these days. Apparently,
dear God. Shoplifting tampons. No, is that a thing?
Yeah. Soaking your thing in alcohol and then put it up. Yeah. Wait a minute. It's time to play Ask a School Teacher.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold the phones. My family who's over the age of 70 is going to be like, what the fuck is happening? Explain that, please. I'm sorry. I think maybe the vodka just kicked in, too.
All right, so I have to preface this with the fact that I did one time let somebody talk me into doing a wine enema.
Oh, I knew who that is.
Yes.
All right, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I'm really like one to talk, although at the time I knew exactly why I was doing it, and I didn't plan on like doing it and then sneaking it in somewhere in my bung. Not that makes me any better. So, but here it's a thing. So what the high school kids were doing?
Just real quick, my dad just now tuned in.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Okay.
So what
they probably spent sorry, I'm gonna interrupt the story.
So what they're doing is
They probably just spent the last 30 minutes trying to figure out how to do it. So good that they missed all the shit talking about them. Hey, Dad, how are you?
Yeah, what the thing is, it'll still be posted, so you can rewind and then listen to it later if you want to. No, so I guess what girls are doing is they're taking their tampons and soaking them in vodka and then putting them in. And that is, I guess, a good way to make science class a lot more tolerable or interesting. I don't know. Yeah. I can't believe you don't know that. You usually know all the pop culture stuff.
Why would I know that?
Because you always know all the pop culture stuff.
Why would I know
about
teenage girls dipping tampons? And how are they getting the vodka? How are they using tampons? Are they supposed to be using pads? I don't know this shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Dang.
I'm really old school.
Welcome back to 1957,
I know, I'm
everybody.
an OG. I don't know. What else? Oh, here's the other thing I want to talk about white girls. That was a really weird road to go down. Here's the other thing I want to talk about white girls. Now, I have a friend.
Did you just give me side eye? I have a friend.
I have a friend now. And
She may or may not be less than 6 feet away at the moment.
By the way, we're a graves difference
This
away.
This is the biggest desk we could find,
Yeah.
and it was actually just built like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Yeah.
This is some Kramer versus Kramer
just so you guys
desk.
know, there's only like a handful of people in here in the studio. We're not being irresponsible. We're actually wiping all this stuff down before we put the next show on. We're believing. If you got a kumbaya, we got a kumbaya like with you.
In case
over
anybody's
there.
wondering, in between sets, I'm gonna soak my tampon in this hand sanitizer.
Oh, gross!
And then I'm gonna put it in so I could be fresh and clean from the inside.
Oh, fuck, my family is watching this. Oh, God. All right, anyway.
And I'm gonna wipe my coochie with these.
So,
just for good measure. I'll just put those over there.
we do live shows together, but the last one we did was about 10 years ago. Remember the Comedy Smackdown? Yeah.
I do remember that. That was fun because it wasn't on camera in forever. All right.
Somebody else apparently found out. Good. I'm glad you've enlightened people according to this. Okay, so the other thing I was thinking about, I have several friends that actually like to do this thing, and this is a white girl specific thing that I have noticed. You be out in public and you get the unexpected tirade for no good goddamn reason. You know what I mean? You know the one I'm talking about where like I turn around and I'm like, hey, and I answer a yes or no question. I look over here and I come back and there's a fire-breathing dragon. And I literally had this friend just go off on me. It was like 20 minutes. I don't know what the hell she was talking about. Something about Puerto Rico, Shel Silverstein having a boat, her therapist, and a knife-wielding clown. And I'm like, bitch, we are at the mall. Do you want an Orange Julius or not? You know what I mean? Like, it is a yes or no question. I did not need to get the Gettysburg Address a crazy bitch. That's what happens.
I'm pretty sure that one was sponsored by premenopausal hormones. I cannot confirm or deny. Actually, I can confirm that was me, and I cannot deny that was premenopausal hormones. They really make the crazy bitch fog just descend, and there's just, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are like,
Does anyone know what time it is and how long has this gone on? Because I feel like we've been up here for 3 days.
It's 7:50, and we need to get some bits in here.
Oh, yeah, shit. Okay,
or we're just going to have to keep doing this.
Oh, well, we'll just go a little bit more. Let me talk about the therapy cat for a second. And then we'll work it out. Fuck.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about the therapy cat. I hate cats. I hate cats. I always have hated cats. My roommate has 2 cats. They're okay. I don't know what their names are. Leon and other Leon. I don't know. I'm okay with these cats, but I generally don't like cats. And here's why. Now, picture it. You are watching TV at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're watching your favorite guilty pleasure TV jam. The one you don't want anyone to know that you watch. You know the one I'm talking about. Like, you don't say it out loud. Like, you turn the TV on like 4 hours ahead of time so the cable company thinks you fell asleep. They're not thinking they're not going to clock you on this, right? So, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You're watching your favorite jam, and then they go to commercial. And you know what ends up happening is you hear that goddamn Sarah McLachlan song. You know what's coming. You hear that. You hear this song, and you know some animal abuse bullshit is about to happen. And then you struggle to try and change the channel. You're like, no, because you'd rather watch anything else on another channel than come face to face with that busted up cat. And you know the cat I'm talking about. It's that busted up cat. It's like all mangy, and it's sitting like this. And it's got like an ear missing and that one smoke eye that it's looking at you with, right? And so you change the channel, and the commercials are a trick fuck because sometimes they're 10 seconds, sometimes they're like 2 minutes. And just when you think it's safe to come back, you find out that Smoke Eye is gone, and Smoke Eye has been replaced by Tripod, the 3-legged dog, and Tripod looks like he's been beaten with an ugly stick made out of lit cigarettes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And you're like, fuck, it is 3 o'clock in the morning. I just want to watch That's So Raven. Is that so wrong?
No, but now you know how when you moved out here and became my roommate again, I already had 3 cats.
Yeah. Oh God, I
Because of
hated
that
those
commercial.
fucking cats.
And one of them just adopted him.
Oh God, that cat I liked. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Let's make plans to do this again. I feel like I don't know if I've given everybody their money's worth. Thank you guys for tuning in.
We just ran out of time because the thing is, I mean, we were kind of trying to figure something out, and that is like, can stand-up work on its own? And the truth is, like, I could probably do the stand-up on my own because I talk to myself all the time at home anyway with no audience.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And there are some people watching this thread that can confirm that. However,
I find her oftentimes talking in a corner
there
to
are some
herself.
bits that there are people out here that did not get to hear that I would definitely want to. So how about I'm just going to take off. If you would just leave everybody with certainly one of my favorite all-time bits from Matt Bragg about the time that he was working in a haunted house. It's very, very funny. And then we're going to take about a 15-minute break. We have to sanitize everything, move the desk out of the way, and just get the next person who's coming into the room and shuffle some more people out. At the moment, we have 7 people in our 2,800 square foot space. We're going to get that down. We'd like to keep it around 5 or 6 usually, but we're trying to be as responsible as possible about this, you guys, and still be able to keep ourselves in something and also give a voice to the local artists here in the community. So without further ado, or whatever, here's Matt Bragg talking about working in a haunted house.
All right. Well, thank you. Anyway, I think I want to do another one of these sometime down the road that I don't want to put a ticket sale up because I want to make sure everyone got their money's worth. We didn't really actually get a chance to get this all the way together. So it's an odd thing. If you came and saw me do stand-up comedy, you know how different I am about things. So here's the thing about the haunted house. A few years ago, a friend of mine called me up and asked me if I wanted to work in a haunted house. You know, like the haunted houses they have everywhere, like, you know, the JCs and all that kind of stuff, like where I grew up at the haunted schoolhouse and all that. Asked me if I wanted to work on this, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not really sure. He's like, oh, you'll like it. It's attached to a gay bar. And I was like, oh, it's attached to a gay bar. It means I get to jump out, scare fags, and touch people inappropriately in the dark. Fucking A, I'm in. So I skipped down to this gig, and I'm realizing as I'm telling this piece of information, I normally am running around the stage when I do this. So it's a little awkward, so bear with me. So I skipped down to this gig, and I hate to perpetuate the stereotypes of gay men, but they're there for a reason. Because I'll tell you what, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. These big burly dudes would walk in, they're like, oh, that's cool. And I jump out and go, boo, and they're like, ah! You know, they just take off running like a little bitches, you know? And so, I know, right? Sorry. So anyway, here's the thing. I'm trying to like I wasn't going to close with this, Jen. Fuck, it's fucked me up. I can't remember how the rest of it goes. All right, let me just close with something else. No, because I was actually I had planned on closing with something else. Let's just do this. Oh God, my parents are going to be mortified. I can't do that one either. Let me just leave it this way. I know, you threw me off though, but it's a good thing. All right, so I'll leave you guys with this. I love doing stand-up comedy, and you know, even now in the particular time that we're living in, we have to do what we have to do, and I love stage time. I don't care where I'm getting it. I don't care how it's happening. Yeah, clearly. Thanks, Bob. Good angle. Thanks. All right. Anyway, Bob's our photographer. Sorry. I do love doing stand-up comedy, and this is the way I look at stage time. I don't care where it's happening or who it's happening. Way to step on the punchline there, Bob.
No big deal. We'll get you back around.
No, I'm gonna go back. This is like live. I can't do cut on this. All right. So anyway, wow, I am just a fucking asshole right now. Right in front of my whole goddamn family.
If you don't
I have my 30-second closer.
That they're not enjoying the shit.
I know. All right, here's the thing. I love doing Take 2. I love doing stand-up comedy. I don't care where it's happening, who it's happening in front of. As long as I get to do it, it's all good. I look at it the same way as I have just fucked this joke up. Thank you guys so much. Every fucking time. See how many people I've had heckle me in the most? All right, we're done. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys can donate money. God, Jesus Christ. I'm going to set myself on fire. Thank you guys. We'll be back in about... No, it's the closer now. It's been fucked over like 5 times already.
No. Okay, what about when...
There's no saving this at this point.
Your friend from high school that
came to visit you.
I cannot tell that joke. That's the one I went to go and like, oh, my parents are watching. I cannot tell this joke. My cousin Ruth Ann is watching this. I can't tell this joke. It's too much. You go ahead and tell it. No, you can't because it's not as funny if you tell it. Based on the gender and the, all that stuff. Hey.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about dating in the millennium or whatever we're in now. The age of the apocalypse.
So gone off the rails.
I want to talk about the selfies you take at home.
I'm not talking about that either. God, did you not notice how much shit I scratched off of that list?
I really just want...
No one needs to know about naked selfies.
I need to take in this moment where I have literally, probably for the first time in my life, seen Matt Bragg get bashful. All right, so next time we do a show with Matt, we have to block all your family on Facebook.
Yeah, no.
So that they cannot do it.
I thought I had already done that anyway. Oh, this is more. Okay, hopefully when this is all done, I'll come home, everyone can see me live and see what I actually do instead of this. This has been kind of whimsical and fun and ridiculous, and there's fucking notes everywhere. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh, I didn't even get to.
This is that time Matt crammed for the final and then fell asleep during the exam.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at some of these notes and yeah. All right. So, no big finisher, everybody. What are you holding up a note over there?
You have a sign that says tacos. You just have people.
I can't do the taco bit either. I got family watching. My fucking stage act, my club act is filthy. If my cousin Ruth Ann came, I would completely rewrite everything so I didn't upset her. I don't like to upset people.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, your mom I would totally upset because I don't give a shit. But these, I do care.
Thank you for attending church with us, everybody.
Oh, believe me, I'm not...
All right, listen, we're going to take... I'm still going to clap for you, Matt, because you're an awesome, amazing person and also a really funny stand-up comedian. And we just had a ticker tape parade, so that's good. He heard for himself. All right.
Thank you, guys.
15-minute break. We got to wipe everything down.
Love you guys.
Get ready for some incredible musicians that are coming in, you guys. I'll start plugging that in the feed, and until then, we're going to turn the sound off. But we'll go ahead and just leave.
Is the sound already off? No. Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming in and watching tonight. We will be back in a couple of minutes. I'm Matt Bragg. Thank you for tuning into this shit show. We'll see you next time.
check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing can stop me, not now or ever. Word, person, what keeps it together. Okay. Check, check, check. Oh, this one, I like this. I like how this one sounds. Does it sound the same as the other one? Check, check. Oh, okay.